You set about having some safe, sensible testing processes, such as if you're nervous, you hold onto your partner's hands, or you hold onto a chair, or you hold onto the door frame and practice that squatting motion very, very carefully. And you have this guiding principle of aggravation free. And you spend a little bit of time studying, learning, strategizing around precisely what you're going to do before you do it. If you're someone who's nervous about doing the rehabilitation for your back pain, that is perfectly reasonable, without a shadow of a doubt. And actually, I would suggest encouraged to be cautious about doing rehabilitation. But we're cautious, and then we just execute recklessly. By being cautious, we acknowledge that that is a reasonable thing to do. We don't want to make it worse. But that means we then get into a study mindset and learn exactly how do we safely approach these exercises so that we can do them in a way that the risk and cost of failure and getting it wrong is very, very low, and the rewards or the value of those failures is very, very high. Meaning, if I am recording myself while I'm doing a squat and I realize I do this, and then I watch the video back and realize, well, I'm not supposed to do that, I can very quickly see what I did wrong and correct it. Unfortunately, so often there'll be individuals that are worried about doing these exercises will not be recording themselves when they're doing their rehabilitation. And these are two very, very different, competing modes of operation. We can't be worried on the one hand, but then reckless when we're executing. We have to have an approach that actually is responsible. And this is one of the reasons why we have in the program, guys, so much in the way of strategy before you start an exercise. We should have firm instructions beforehand, before we go about doing these exercises, so we know precisely what we're doing and what we're looking for.